How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you.
Hi, Jackie. Very nice to see you.
Hi, Elaine. It's great to see you again. I'm glad you made it to the second round.
We know that you've met Elaine before, and you're in your first round interview for this position. My name is Rachel Hockenberry. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Play on Philly. Okay. And this is Carlos Roldan. He's the Chief Operating Officer. How was my R roll?
It's getting better.
Some of the staff is taking a trip to Venezuela in a few weeks.
Oh, exciting.
And
yeah.
I, unfortunately, do not speak any Spanish. So I'm trying to practice at every opportunity I can, but I can't roll my R's yet. So, yeah, Carlos gives a good laugh.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. So, how has your short stay in Philly been?
It's been wonderful. It's been really nice. The weather's been great. I rented a bike and we did a little bit of sightseeing.
Where'd you go?
From Penn State through campus, and I have a friend who goes there, so I spent some time visiting, catching up with them. It's been really nice. A beautiful city.
Yeah, so you've kind of been all over the place.
A little bit, yeah.
That's Elaine, our artistic director.
Awesome. Very cool.
Fantastic. So, yeah, let's just jump right in here. So, tell us a little bit why you want to work for Play on Philly, and what do you think that you could bring to our organization?
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful organization. I myself am a program coordinator with Music Launch, which is a program affiliated with YMCA in Boston. And they have similar values as El Sistema does, and I'm interested in kind of exploring other outreach programs. And in particular, Play on Philly is really interesting to me because there's a harp program there, and I play the harp, and I'm really interested in getting the instrument involved in the movement, and I think I would love to work with Elizabeth Morgan Ellis and kind of get them more underway and get it more off the ground and talk to her about ideas and kind of work together and just contribute.
You mentioned as well in your cover letter your attraction to El Sistema, and that's really what's bringing you to Play on Philly. So what are some of the elements of the Sistema philosophy that you feel are absolutely essential?
I think that the mentality of no child left behind is a big one. Music should be for everyone, and I think that El Sistema does a good job of reaching out and providing free lessons for instruments, and the world could use more of it, which I think is great. And the program that I work at, it's not free, so I would like to very much get more involved in outreaching and write grants and get involved in the whole money side of being able to make free music possible for kids, as well as I think the beautiful aspect of El Sistema too is that kids can help each other out. Everybody's involved together, people are equal in the sense of students and teachers in a sense, I guess. So those are two aspects that I think are really, really awesome.
Great. Could you tell us a little bit more specific about your experience and a little bit more about your role as this program coordinator here at Music Launch?
Sure, yes. So I've been working there since September. Before that I was a student at the New England Conservatory, and I was teaching, I was an intern I guess originally with them, and as coordinator I am involved with promoting the program to New England Conservatory students to gather interns to get involved in the program. So I really enjoy pitching the idea to aspiring musicians to kind of get them involved in teaching and involved in being comfortable with themselves as teachers, as well as communicating with the demographic surrounding Chinatown and in Boston to kind of communicate the importance of music education to families and students themselves and little kid students. So I just really love communicating with a wide variety of people, and it's challenging to make your point of why music is important, and I think that it's a challenge I enjoy, and this job has really made it good for me, I guess. And also this program, being the coordinator there, I have to be involved in a lot of the organizational aspects of it, so I have to keep track of the instruments that we have there, and I keep track of the students' progress. After every class I teach, I make a reflection, I write a reflection, and try to as best as I can document what happened and ways that I can improve and ways that the students are improving themselves.
Great. So, speaking of Music Launch, when we were looking at your resume, we noticed that you were also a teacher there as well. Were you doing your teaching duties and your program coordinator duties simultaneously?
Yes.
Or were they? And how did you balance out that time?
I thought it was not too hard actually. Music Launch is only every Saturday, so it's 1 day a week. So that flexibility, I guess, I have the whole week to kind of plan for my teaching as well as do any organizational aspects. And I'm a fairly organized person, so and I get things done on time. So it hasn't been an issue, I guess, balancing the two yet.
Your duties in this role won't necessarily include as much teaching. What we can see from your resume that that's something that you love to do and have lots of experience in. Do you think that that's something that you'll miss? Or are you excited about the different roles that will already be engaged in the description that we have?
I think a bit of both. I do love teaching, and I will miss this, but I'm also excited about the duties that are integral to this whole process working, and I think that I could be an asset to kind of get my ideas off the ground. So teaching is definitely one side of it, but it demands so much more of other kinds of involvement. So I'm very excited to do the other stuff as well.
Tying into that, and this is just kind of a vision question, where would you see yourself maybe in 5 years? And how do you think that this job as a program coordinator probably potentially help you get there?
I think in 5 years I would like to be perhaps at Play on Philly still. I think if I were to get this job, I would want to be there for a little while and get really immersed in the community and know the people well, know the families well, the students, and really become part of the community. And I think that where I am now, I feel pretty immersed in Boston, and I know the families that I work with. So, and I really enjoy being attached and feeling part of a community. So I think that that's something I would work towards, and it's an important part of my life.
Yeah. So. We obviously love to hear that you could still see yourself in pop in 5 years, which is fantastic, and really, taking the time to create that tie to the community is so important to the work that we strive to do as an organization, so that's great. However, being aware of the parameters of this position, it is a part-time position, so how did you, and I see that you have a lot of experience, obviously, kind of wearing many different hats. You're a full-time student and having this program coordinator position in Chinatown and doing many other things. Is that something you see yourself doing in Philly as well, or had you taken time to think about that aspect of things?
Sorry, just to clarify, you're asking what I would do in addition to being part of Play on Philly?
Right. Yeah, and
okay.
being part of the Philadelphia community.
Okay. I think I would probably I would like to develop my own private harp studio, and to perhaps get my teaching love or fix, I guess, in that way. I'm also very interested in physiotherapy, so I think that I could study part-time and work towards my ambition as a physiotherapist to kind of combine my love of anatomy and science with music, and I think that as a lot of my ideas concerning the harp and also STEM have to do with physical health, so I think that it would be actually pretty ideal to be part-time for a little while so I can get that underway and work at STEM and work towards putting the two together.
So, why Play on Philly? Why not Miami Music Project or Harmony program in New York City?
Because of the harp program that's kind of already underway.
I think that Play on Philly represents probably one of the strongest LC STEM inspired programs in the U.S. right now. And with that, we bring in a lot of interns, a lot of
Okay.
people in the area in Philadelphia who are current students. They're really interested in learning about Play on Philly, and that's one of the big responsibilities in your position is to help manage those interns.
Okay.
I think that's why we saw you as a very attractive candidate because of your experience working at New England Conservatory with university students and bringing them into educational programs in Chinatown. What do you see as some of the objectives for interns to be working in Play on Philly that you would help them align with in terms of being a student but simultaneously having work experience? What are the kinds of objectives you might help them pursue?
I think maybe a big objective of being an intern is to kind of try things out and see if you like it, and to kind of help guide an intern through the process of discovering teaching maybe for the first time, and to kind of encourage any thoughts they have, and let them know it's also okay if they're confused or if they're having issues. And I think it's a really good, as an intern, it's really important to have someone you feel comfortable with talking with about issues you have in your own teaching. For instance, when I started as an intern at Music Launch, it was my first time teaching a classroom, and my supervisor was really incredible, and I felt very comfortable with him and voiced any insecurities I had, and we talked about them, and it made me a better teacher because of it. And I think that as a person who manages the Indian population, I guess, I would love to be someone, and I would work towards being someone that interns feel comfortable talking with and sharing their experiences with.